Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
What is up, babes? I am doing a new thing. This is gonna be a very different, I was gonna say Vlogmas. Like, I always catch myself saying Vlogmas. Almost, Destiny, almost. This is a new, different Vlogtober video I am doing. This video is gonna be about, if you could see what this looks like, and if you could read this, La Muerte. It's my favorite shirt, and I try not to wear because the collar is really tight. This is gonna be a ghost story. This is all my ghost encounters. I am not a medium. They just happen to me, which is scary. So, let's dive into it. So my first encounter was, I would say I was about 8 years old. I'm gonna just look at that camera. I was about 8 years old. My great grandma, which I love dearly. I know I spent maybe 5 years of my life with her, but I loved her so much. Like, I still have conversations with my dad and we just tear up. Like, he loved her more, but I'm about to cry. Like, I loved her so much. Anyways, like, I have anyways, when I was 5 years old, she passed away, and I still remember the day. Maybe it didn't happen, maybe it did happen. It's one of those events in your life where you feel like you've been there, but you don't really remember yourself being there. Like, it feels like a dream. And sometimes dreams feel like that. So, but I honestly felt like my presence was there. So I remember she was around 75 years old. She was very sick at the time, and she was on bed rest, and she would have a nurse visit, you know, normal stuff. And I remember one day the nurse said, like, she's dead, but it just, and I remember I was taking a nap, and it just felt so surreal. Maybe I wasn't there. Speaking about this, I feel like I wasn't, I don't know. But I remember going to her funeral. I was at my aunt's house where my great grandma passed, and I was just chilling on the floor because, hey, you know, let's lay on the floor in the dark. Okay, here's the TV, like, let's say right here is the front TV, and then I could see the dark hallway. The dark hallway is so scary at night. Like, it's one of those hallways that you don't go in. So anyways, we were watching TV, I was on the floor, and then my aunt and my brother were sitting on the couch behind me, like, where they couldn't really see the hallway. So I see a ghostly, like, something catch my eye on the corner. So I look, and it's my great grandma. Like, it's her and everything, her nightgown, and she's just floating, and she smiles at me, and I just, me being a little 8-year-old, like, let me go see what that was. So I go to the bathroom where she went, and no one was there, and I was like, I started crying and screaming, like, I was so scared. So that was my first encounter. And after that, I was very open to it. I was like, maybe I could see her again. So never happened. But my aunt always says that she sees ghosts in her house, like ghosts of her friends that passed. She's 60, so she has a lot of friends. And so I think her house is haunted for sure. Remember, I was at school in 10th grade, and where I sat, I could see the hallway, like, through the window, and I saw a black figure, and I was like, oh, weird, but it was like a black hairy figure. My heart started pumping, which was really weird, like, out of nowhere. So I don't know if that was a ghostly figure, I don't know if that was someone else, but I've told my mom this story, and she said, maybe, you know, that's a demon. And I was like, gotta pray to God real quick. My last encounter was actually recent. I used to do graveyard at my work, which, if you guys don't know what graveyard is, it's usually you work from 11 p.m. to 7 in the morning. Yeah, that's why I'm always so tired. So, but I stopped. Stopped. During my graveyard shift, actually, No, I figured this out. Someone told me, they were like, oh, you know this place is haunted, right? And I was like, what? And then they were like, yeah, someone in the bathroom, a homeless guy OD'd drugs in the bathroom, and one of our coworkers found them. And I was like, oh, I use that bathroom a lot because we only have one employee's bathroom. So I was like, oh, that's great. I was sweeping the dining room, and it was about maybe 1 or 2 in the morning. I was sweeping the dining room, and like I locked all the doors, which was only 2 in the dining room, and I heard someone trying to open the door, and I was like, oh, it's probably like a homeless person trying to get inside the bathroom, like telling me to open the bathroom for them, which I don't. And I looked up, or was I mopping? It was one of those. I looked up, and it was like a white figure, like not like, oh, the door is dirty. It was like literally a figure. And I was like, let me sweep back over here. I was helping making the food or something, and we have a back storage room, and I kept seeing like a black figure go back and forth, and I was tripping out. Like, I still see it, but sometimes I trip out because something's right there. But I was like, oh, that's weird. And so we had to go to the back room to get some boxes down, and the box, like there was a box somewhere where it can't fall, like very on top. It was like straws, or I don't know, not it was something really heavy, I would say. I'm saying straws are heavy, oh my god. No, it was just something heavy. And then we walked back in, walked back out, and then we heard a loud thud, and this is after like some late night rush we got. So I went back in, well, me and him went back in. No, he actually went back in after I was trying to handle a customer, and he's like, Destiny, did you like put a box here? And I was like, what box? And then I walked back, and he's like, oh, this box. And I was like, that box was up there. He's like, are you sure? Because it's all the way over here. And I was like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this. So that happened, and I was like, you know what? I gotta go home, you know, it's too late, and I'm not dealing with that. I'm not trying to feed into that energy. So they said later that night, my coworker was kind of making fun of me. She's like, oh, she's a little scaredy cat. And she said all the dishes, because when we do the dishes, we place them on top so they could get dry. She said all of them went like, and she's like, what the heck? Oh, she's right. She's right. So yes, that is my 3 encounters. I would say I appreciate the first one. If it was my great grandma, I really appreciate it, because she means the world to me, and I love her very, 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 very much. So yes, and I learned by watching shows too. I know shows and all that aren't real, but like the YouTube BuzzFeed Unsolved Mysteries, please watch that. It's very funny and very interesting. If you like conspiracy theories. I realized you shouldn't feed into their energy, and you know, just stay calm. And what I used to do, I remember, I don't know why, all of a sudden I used to get bad nightmares. Oh yes, my off topic my nana, she made a dream catcher for me, and I brought it home, and it gave me nightmares every night. And I found out, like, if you don't bless this dream catcher, because she blesses every dream catcher, but I guess she didn't bless mine. Okay, Nana, I would wake up crying. So this was my ghost vlog story time. Hope you guys like it. I do have, actually that's the only spoopy stories I got, guys. Thank you for watching. What's that?